immortal characters, portrayed by the finest talents of our day. With flawless performance, they recreate Caesar's role. The struggle for power, the clash of arms.
Don't you ever need anybody, Danny? I could make you happy. I know I could. If you only gave me a chance.
In the shadows of the dark city, a tight-lipped stranger deals out the cards that change the destiny of all these people. Fran, the torch singer, who loved him in spite of herself.
That hurt. You're a million miles away, Danny.
I don't know where I am.
Augie the hoodlum, who hated him but needed his strength.
You listen to me, you stupid punk. That's the last time you ever pull a gun on me. I said a week and I meant it.
Garvey of homicide, who knew the stains on his past and the dangers of his future.
You killed a man. Why, I don't know. It's got nothing to do with this case. But unless you get hold of yourself, you're going to end up just like all the others.
And there was one more, the man whose face nobody saw, consumed with a lust for revenge, tracking him doggedly from the dark city to the bright lights and glittering casinos of Las Vegas.
I got your message. He's following me now.
Please, Danny, be careful, will you, please?
Children of all ages, John Ringling North welcomes you to the greatest show on earth.
We bring you the circus, the Pied Piper whose magic tunes lead children of all ages from 6 to 60 into a tinsel and spun candy world of reckless beauty and mounting laughter, and whirling thrills, of rhythm, excitement, and grace, of daring and blaring and dance, of high-stepping horses and high-flying stars. And this is the story of the biggest of the big tops, and of the men and women who fight to make it the greatest show on earth.
I'd do anything if it was just for you.
Pigeon, look, out under the sky, you know how I feel about you. But under the big top, one performer's just like another to me.
You've got nothing but sawdust in your veins.
I've scraped too many of you kinkers up from the sawdust to let anybody get under my skin.
Just so the show rolls. You don't care who it rolls over, who it hurts. So it rolls over me. Be careful someday it doesn't roll over you.
Why are you in makeup? Why are you the great Sebastian? You are like champagne. Sparkling, tantalizing. You make a man's head spin.
You've got a terrific line.
They've been around again, asking questions. I'm so worried for you.
Oh, now, don't worry. They'll never find me behind this nose.
We are all
Packs them in. Best publicity gag in a long time.
It's no gag, brother.
You wouldn't kid me, would you?
Kid you? They're working without nets.
Sebastian! No! Don't try it without the net! Brad's hurt. He's bleeding. I can't stop it.
Well, get the doctor working on him, Holly. I've got to go.
The doctor's knocked out. He was in the same car. Buttons, that newspaper about the doctor who killed the girl he loved.
Yeah, well, Brad told me something about a detective being on the train looking for that fella.
Look, I don't know if you're the man they're looking for, but if you are, you can save Brad. What's the matter with all of you? Brad said we'd give a show, and we're going to give it.
We got no big top.
We'll sidewall it, set up in the open.
You little devil.
Trying to brand him, Ruby? Sprinkle some hair on her and she'd pass through a bobcat.
Charlton Heston. He was possessed by a surging flood tide of torment.
You know you can't hold out the way you feel.
Get out of here! I swear if you don't get out of my sight, I'll blow your head off.
Carl Malden, honored in 1952 with an Academy Award for a magnificent performance.
You little tramp. You're dressed up to look like a lady. It's a pity you can't behave like one, and none of this mess would have happened.
Ruby Gentry was on fire with life, and when she got into a man's bloodstream, she burned his mind and soul and body with a brand of longing he could never forget. All men dream of a Ruby Gentry, and yet, can any man turn the raging fire into a steady flame?
Leading a field of Hollywood's top contenders, lovely Susan Hayward receives Photoplay magazine's coveted Gold Medal Award. The glamorous star admires the plaque presented to her for the best performance by an actress in 1952.
Divorce. What were the grounds? Andrew, what were the grounds?
He accuses you of adultery.
With whom?
He names me.
riders of the Pony Express begin their race to cut the dangerous journey across the continent from 180 days down to an incredible 10. And behind the birth of the Pony Express stood two immortal figures of the West. Buffalo Bill Cody, played by the screen's newest star, Charlton Heston, and Wild Bill Hickok, played by rugged Forrest Tucker.
Wild Bill.
You mean they do this just for fun?
It's fancier than shaking hands.
These were the two women in their life, Rhonda Fleming as Evelyn the lady, and Jan Sterling as Denny the army brat. You'll see all the spectacular chapters of the story that was the glory of the frontier, the Pony Express forerunners in the wild stampede for safety.
They're gonna give that express rider a big hello. That express rider's gonna get there before they think. He's gonna need some cover.
The Battle of the Truckee River Station, key to success for the Pony Express.
Turn around, Dirt.
Turn on.
Greatest but least known of the Indian Scouts was Ed Bannon, portrayed by rugged Charlton Heston. And the most dangerous of all the Apaches was Toriano, played by Jack Palance, star of Sudden Fear and Shame.
You have been a quick thinker. You have remembered your Apache training and come among us alone and unarmed.
Now the secret history of the Great Apache War is revealed for the first time in this spectacular story of a forgotten man. Bannon, who won his nation's highest award, but was hated by the soldiers he fought beside.
Why don't you get off the post? You've been fired. Nobody around here likes the smell of you. Before you go, this is from the colonel.
Violence was to be his destiny, even from the women who loved him.
The Apache in you finally came out.
Cati Jurado, the sensation of high noon, as Nita, whose blood mingled the passion of Spain and the death lust of the Apache. Mary Sinclair as Lee, the army camp woman, who loved him in spite of herself.
I just want you to take me with you wherever you go.
But Painted Death waited in ambush as Bannon led the troopers on their fateful invasion of the Apache wasteland.
We've got about 10 seconds to make it into that draw.
For the first time, the screen breaks into the operating room to expose the ghost doctor, the secret subcontractor in surgery.
Ethical is a word out of a medical school lecture. We're in business, Tom. We want to stay in business, don't we?
You've been everywhere, seen everything, had everything, and it still isn't good enough.
I'm not interested in your diagnosis.
Starring Charlton Heston, the man behind the mask who wanted to get rich quick. Elizabeth Scott, they called her the Destroyer, and the women knew why.
What I want to see you about is very important.
Diane Foster. Sometimes she was ashamed to be his nurse.
You're a fine doctor. All you need is your hands. Keep them clean.
I intend to.
You can't. Not the way you've been going.
When you first said to me you wanted to be a doctor, I was so happy. I thought a doctor's like a priest. My Tom will be a doctor. He'll be able to help people. He'll be like...
Like Doc Scobie? I've got a chance at something better, and I'm going to take it.
A lot of things look good until you get them. Especially expensive women.
Know the ghost doctors for what they are.
You tickle.
Meet the men in white who take your life in their hands for money. See the shock story of the year.
Tom, hurry up. It won't hold much longer.
Perfume I wanted you to wear. Isn't it good enough for you? Have you even tried it? You're my wife. Maybe you forgot that. Nine Injuns woman.
Far up the uncharted wilds of the ominous Rio Negro, a two-fisted roughneck named Leningen tamed a savage empire with his bare hands. But not even Leningen could tame Joanna, the lady from New Orleans he bought as a mail-order bride.
You're quite a woman.
You're right.
For only a woman like this could stand beside him in the shadow of disaster, the unknown menace that turned the naked jungle into a graveyard of silence.
Nothing there. There's something there, all right. But it's not afraid of guns.
What was this silent scourge that made the savages desert their villages in terror, that devoured every living thing that stood in its way?
Marabunta.
This was their enemy, the man-eating Marabunta. And here in the naked jungle, you'll share the dangers of their epic struggle against the deadliest force in all of nature, fighting back with fire and water and brute courage in one of the most amazing conflicts ever filmed. They set out to cross a virgin continent and forge the destiny of a new nation. Lewis and Clark, the immortal heroes whose amazing expedition into the unknown was inspired by the towering vision of President Thomas Jefferson.
The dream on which this nation was built will never be secure until the United States stretches from the Atlantic to the Pacific.
In the annals of the West, they were the first. All others followed. And here in this mightiest of all frontier spectacles, you'll share the thrill of discovery, the beauty of the untamed wilderness no white man saw before them, the deadly dangers they were the first to face.
Man the swivel gun! Prepare to fire!
Fred McMurray as Captain Meriwether Lewis, Charlton Heston as dashing, impetuous Captain William Clark, Donna Reed, Academy Award winner for her performance in From Here to Eternity, as the Indian girl, Sacagawea, who led the white strangers, but followed the primitive code of her own people.
You have fought for me and you have won.
What?
I belong to you now.
Their immortal romance, a glowing chapter in this imperishable saga, written in the blood, sweat, and glory of these soldiers in buckskin.
who blazed a 2,000-mile trail of stirring adventure through 1,000 moments of savage danger.